So
Hey,
we have
Chris.
to start with that.
All right, let's start this again. Edmira Walker.
Hold
we
on,
missed
hold
you.
on, hold on. Don't start until I tell you. I gotta shut the mic off so the dogs stop barking. All right, go ahead.
All right. Edmira Walker is out with her wonderful husband today for his birthday. I think he's 22. Not sure. I don't know what age he is. But we would all like to sing you happy birthday to, I don't know, what is his first name? We'll just call him Mr. Walker. Anybody know his first
Mr.
name?
Walker.
All right, we'll do that. Teresa's going to lead us off in a birthday tune. Go, Teresa.
Yeah, I might take everybody out of tune, but I'm leading. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Mr. Williams.
Mr. Walker.
Birthday to
And many more.
Channel 4.
Husband of Edmira.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Wait for
Walker.
all connect.
Happy birthday, Mr. Walker.
Need all connect.
Happy birthday,
Definitely.
husband.
Mercy.
Birthday. So we're going to start out wishing Edmira and her husband a really nice evening. She told me they were going to go out for a romantic candlelight. And I think that's pretty cool because I love when I see happy couples. But we are going to start out today with Miss Teresa, who is going to give us Teresa, you go ahead, take it away. Tell us what you got.
Okay. Hello, 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 everyone. I've wanted to contribute to Unpassive since I became a founder. And thanks to Edmira for challenging both myself and my child, Tereska, to do this presentation. Of course, because she's not here, we won't have any slides. Tereska.
Greetings all. I am one of the presenters. My name is Tereska.
Okay, so I'm a Trinidadian Caribbean mother of 2 children. I'm retired now and living in Toronto, Canada. I've been in Unpassive for 1 full year now. And, you know, since I was 15 years old, I've been an entrepreneur, one way or another. And for years, I was looking for a better life for myself and then for my family. So today, I want to take a moment before I go into this presentation and just say thanks to Ash Mufara, thanks to Unpassive for the better set of circumstances that it's bringing into our lives. I'd like to say something about the vision of Unpassive. I'm particularly focused on the guests, those seeing this opportunity for the first time. I'm trying to help the guests to see this opportunity and to get to the go and look part of this journey. You know, eyeballs. Unpassive is offering us a chance to see a business from inception to a giant standing in the world, from ideas to success. A super unicorn is born. Once you get in and you go see, you can go to unpassive.com. You can go to the social media. You'll discover a lot of things to read on the blog as well. If you are able, you should watch the videos in our virtual office where Ash speaks about the growth of Unpassive with honesty and transparency. So let me begin. The vision of Unpassive comes from the brain trust of Mr. Ash Mufara. He's an online traffic genius, working over 20 years in the IT field. He's decided to be the correction to the corruption. Ash says it's an honor to serve humanity. He understands what the internet is about and what is needed to make it work for many more internet users to succeed there. He believes that when people have all of their needs met financially, They would willingly want to bless up and help their families, their neighbors, their communities, and the world. OnPassive is created to share its profits with founders and to put people before profits. Ash is focused on bringing the power back to average people. He wants to uplift humanity, to positively affect world hunger, and to protect and educate children globally. Our much appreciated CEO and visionary, Mr. Ash Mufareh, is a beacon of hope, giving more value than any business or any company. At his own expense, he's now producing 50 new proprietary internet software products. He offers the world needed upgrades to the 35-year-old internet products already in use and still in demand. Ash says in the future, if anyone is going to succeed, they're going to have to come to us. That's the end of the quote. We believe they will come for the products. They will come for the money. Everyone will have a reason to come to OnPassive because of the value we offer. We will be the hunted. OnPassive is a legal American company that began in 2018. Mr. Mufareh's home office is in Orlando, Florida. In 2020, he leased a building for the purpose of product development, customer service support, etc. This 5-floor building is in Hyderabad, India. Tereska, let's talk about CATMO, the pillars of OnPassive.
Did you say cat mode? Cat mode, cat mode, cat mode, cat mode. C is for a complete digital solution.
Software products are linked to serve customers' individual needs. All products are on a secure site,
The hub, home base,
and offers a high value at a fair price.
A is for artificial intelligence and automation.
We are an artificial intelligence information software technology company.
The Energizer.
We are just going and going and going. Machine learning working 24/7.
T is for targeted traffic run for you.
Bringing you new business, new customer teams, and new customer teams. The meaning of traffic is advertisement, eyeballs, or customers in your store coming to your site to buy.
M is for money, more money, more money, more money, the muscle.
More money in each founder's wallet, growing a residual income from a global stimulus plan. O is for OP admin.
OnPassive, our precious business with a heart. It is a blessing and a privilege to be a founding member in the last business you will ever need.
OnPassive will do everything for you. Using new, never before seen software products, OnPassive will build your internet business for you. You don't have to be tech savvy. Ash Mufareh is creating both a business for you and also the software products to be sold on your website. You don't have to do anything. OnPassive is using artificial intelligence to do all of the work and then pays you residual income, forcing you to succeed.
Woo! The products.
The first product ever made by OnPassive is a website for founders, a full virtual office. There is a trim URL equipped with a tracker. Personally, I truly appreciate the community link. It is a place where founders are encouraged to share and inspire others. We have 20 new products launching in 2021 or thereabout. Please let me mention just 5. The rollout began with Oh Bless, our signature product for crowdfunding. Everything we give to someone in need goes to them.
We dubbed this the Empress of Hearts.
Then came Academy,
Our O Campus,
our e-learning platform.
the Brainiac.
Third was O Tracker, which is all about our security online.
Now this bad boy will create a global internet quake. And next up, we are taking it up a notch and over-delivering.
We are talking about OStaff, a massive set of linked software tools for business. And ladies, just for us, a space has been held for us women here. Oh, woman. By design, OnPassive will produce world leaders, world changers, and many more millionaires. Perhaps it is Mufara's weekly attention to feeding the hungry that brings such a powerful vision into the world today. Surely Ash Mufara will attract many more visionaries among the founder community who have big hearts, who are already making a positive difference in other people's lives.
Like attracts.
The cost. The cost to register to become a founder is a $97 decision today. This comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And there is a one-time out-of-pocket fee for products after launching to the public for about $250 US. These ideas are so revolutionary, so unusual in today's business world. Many people find it hard to believe. So I say to our guests, see the vision.
Be a visionary. Catch the vision.
Be bold. Take this action. Just get in.
Dust off your dreams. Dream bigger. Let OnPassive be the springboard to the greater vistas of your life.
Register now to secure your financial freedom. Become a founder today. Please get back to the one who blessed you with this invitation. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Wow.
Awesome, 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 awesome.
Best.
Thank you.
Awesome, incredible.
I really,
That was
actually,
awesome,
Teresa, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that.
It is incredible.
You and your daughter, that was really cool. I'm gonna actually see if I can get Bill Musk to make a YouTube on that because I really enjoyed that.
That would be
did.
awesome.
It
Yes.
needed, yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Congratulations.
I hope
let's give her a round of applause.
signed up tonight.
Fun.
Bravo, bravo.
Very
Thank
cool.
you.
Awesome, awesome. Love it, love it.
Yeah, I just want to see it again.
You finish it. That was great.
I want to watch it again. Do it again.
Well executed. Encore.
Who's got to,
Is there any guests here? Does anyone have any questions they would like to ask? If there's guests, we'd like for you to go first. Did anyone bring a guest? Anybody know if there's a guest on here? No? No questions? No one's got a question for Teresa?
Come on, Teresa did just a fantastic job. Nobody's got any questions.
When's lunch? All right. Well,
An hour and a half here.
yeah.
Tomorrow.
Teresa, once again, I actually really enjoyed that. That was different. I think you did something like that a couple weeks ago, and I enjoyed that too. But this one was, I just really liked it. I like different. I like unique, and that's what it was. And I think you put a whole different flavor and a spin on it. So way to go, Teresa. Like I said, I'm gonna get a YouTube made out of that one. We're gonna make you and your daughter famous. Okay, let me see the directions my teacher left me. I think I have to go to no Q&A, no one's got questions. So we're gonna go to my brother, Dr. Derek, who is gonna talk about staff. Dr. Derek, the floor is yours. Can you all please mute, please?
As you know, I need sharing. I am not as good as Teresa and our daughter, so I need sharing. I need screen sharing, please.
Marty, you can take care of that, Marty?
Yeah, he's done.
I'm not good like that.
You're very good, doctor. Don't sell yourself short.
Oh my goodness, that was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Teresa and Teriska. That was simply awesome. I really enjoyed that one. I need the copyrights for that presentation. Mercy. Anyway, Unpassive, as we know, and it was also said by Mr. Ashma that within the first year, we will actually, I need to update this actually, within the first year, we will be a super unicorn company, actually. So I need to update that on my slide. We looked at a few product portfolios already, as was also mentioned ably by Teriska, and that was Academy. We definitely look at that one. We look at Mail. We also look at Bless. We also look at Connect. We also look at Chat. We also looked at Trim, and of course Tracker. And of course, today we'll be looking at our human resource management system, known affectionately as HR, the HR system. And it's a system where a lot of companies use, whether you have a staff of 5 or 10 or 20 or 20,000. They need a HR system in order to cater for their staff, because they need to hire people, they need to manage their services, they need to actually, give people leave, give people time off, etc., etc. So therefore, they need to have a certain system in order to manage their staff. So it is very viable for business. And I actually look at a few of these software that we have online, and some of those are listed there. And I actually looked at Bamboo HR. Bamboo HR is actually very expensive, and they said that was their one of their basic level. But you see, the corruption in these things is that they actually give you a entry level, and then of course you have to add on and add on and add on and add on. And by the time you add on, what the gentleman told me, because I definitely speak with someone at Bamboo HR, and what he told me is that it is the implementation of my HR system would be a whopping $1,745.53. And I will have to then pay monthly $330 monthly. And that was, oh my goodness, are you serious? He said, yes, that's serious. And if I want other add-ons, then, you know, and if you notice, there's not very much things here that they offer in their system. And so when we look at OStaff, we look at everything that is actually in OStaff that the HR management system will need. You have employee onboarding. Of course, you have ESS and MSS, which is employee self-service and managers self-service. You have leave management. You have payroll management. That was an add-on with the other companies. You have recruiting and hiring management. You have time and attendance management. And OStaff is a automate your organization administrative and requirement process. It redefined the way you manage your resource with a intricately built AI-powered next generation tool. And that is the most important thing that we have way above, even though they don't have some of the products that we have. And even if they have it, it is an add-on that will cost more money in the implementation or the monthly cost. We have it at one cost, which of course, as a founder, it will be approximately added in that activation cost that we are going to pay, which is approximately $250 more or less, you know, going whichever way the pendulum, little more, little less. And so everything will be included in our package just for $250 approximately. And so when you look at the pros and the cons of OStaff, we recognize that, of course, most definitely that being a founder in Unpassive is the best way to go with not just this one product, but we might be starting with approximately 14 products to 20 products thereabout, and we'll be adding on as time progresses. And so if we look at this one product, which we just look at $1,700 plus dollars for the implementation of the product, and then on top of that, a monthly of a minimum of $330, then we know that definitely Unpassive is the way for you and for me. I thank you very much.
Very good, Doctor. Marty Garbo. Marty, can you give me an evaluation on an excellent thing Dr. Derek just did?
Just fantastic. You couldn't do it better. Fantastic.
Yeah.
If he presented that to people looking for that type of product, they'd jump on it like a fat rat in a cheese factory, no doubt. No doubt. Because they're looking for value, right? They're looking for value. I went through some of these too, like he did. They're outrageous what they cost. Outrageous.
Dr. Derek, that was excellent. I think Bill must just text me he was coming on here. I might see you get 2 good YouTube videos, because what we're doing, Doctor, is we're looking for presentations, short ones like that, to make.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You should get that on the video. And by the way, her Teresa's I don't know how she did. Her presentation is very good and
Yeah.
very free going. You know, everybody kind of does the same way. Hers was different, which is nice. And I would get them both on video. And Dr. Derek should be on video and make sure that they label it what it's about. Because there's a lot of people, and then put all the tag words in there about OSTAF and all those companies. You put those names in there. So it's a big deal. It's a very big deal.
Thanks, Marty. Hey, Bill Must is on here, Bill. So we got two YouTube videos tomorrow. If you get a chance, Bill will give you the recording. One by Teresa, a really cool, unique presentation, and Dr. Derek talking about OSTAF. So I'll talk to you in the morning about it, Bill, because Marty's got to give me the recording anyway. Okay. Next, welcome to anyone that joined up new. If you're in the attendees and you want to come on the panel, please raise your hand and Narelle will grab you and bring you in. But so our special guest today, I think you're all special guests myself.
Chris, there was somebody in the chat, Marcia Adams. Marcia Adams. Alan. She wanted to know if the money she pays to get in is in US dollars. Yes, it is.
Thank you, Teresa, for catching that.
It's also 97 US dollars. There is a $5 admin fee, which is charged by the banks. So it totals 102 if you're paying by credit card, just to make sure that you're aware of that, that it's 102 in total if you're paying by credit card.
Thank you, Narelle. Did you see any more in there, Teresa? I completely forgot to look at the chat.
No, there wasn't any others. That was the one.
Okay. It's Ash. I'm just going to put him on hold right now. Anyway, so our special guest today is a beautiful sister of ours who I've watched her blossom for quite a while now. And she's like an onion to me. We've been peeling back those, like, you remember that movie Shrek? He says he's like an onion. You got to peel back those little, that's my beautiful sister. And very proud of Cynthia Brown for really coming out of her shell. Cynthia is going to tell us some stuff about her. I guess I have to ask you questions, Cynthia. Is that correct? That's that mute button.
Yes, that was the plan.
Okay, first of all, Cynthia, why don't you just introduce yourself? Tell us where you live. Just give it every idea.
Hey, hello, everyone. My name is Cynthia Brown. I'm from USA, Philadelphia, PA. I'm from the hometown of Cedric Flowers.
Now, Cynthia,
Yes.
Cynthia's very shy. Listen, if you ever seen Cynthia write in the chats, she writes like a champion. And I always say, man, you write such good things and I want to hear you talk about it. But Cynthia is one of those people who's just shy talking. But lately she's been busting out of that bubble. And I mean, busting that bubble. And she's been getting out and she's been talking to everybody, which I'm loving. So I have a few questions that I'm going to ask Cynthia because I want to keep her relaxed. The first one, Cynthia, is how long have you been with Unpassive?
I joined OnPassive June 26, 2019.
And okay, how did you hear about Unpassive?
I was looking for an online business and I stumbled on OnPassive. So I really didn't know too much about it, but it piqued my interest because they were looking for founders. And I always wanted to be like, I always wanted to get a share of something. So being a founder, that was something important to me. Now, my father, when I was listening to it, he happened to hear me listening to it. He was in the other room. He has cancer. He had cancer, and I was taking care of him at the time. So when I was listening to it, he said, turn that up. From the other room, he heard it because, his apartment was quiet. And that's when I still didn't pay it any, too much attention because he was getting sicker and sicker, but he heard it. He heard about it. He put acid vision, and then he put me in it.
Your dad got
Yes.
you in it?
Yes, he got me in because, like, okay, the next day, he really wanted to hear it again. He said, "Can you please play that you was listening to yesterday?" So then when that was asked, the first time we was listening to Scott Nelson. But then when he heard it again, he listened to Ash. And he was telling me that this could really help me, help the family or whatever. If I get in, I will be set. So he took me to the bank. I told him I didn't have any money. I lost my job. I didn't lose it, but I stopped working because I got hurt on my job. So he took me to the bank. He got me a bank account, and then he put me in OnPassive. Then he got sicker, so I still put it aside. I didn't think nothing of it until a year later.
A year later?
It was after he passed and everything. Because I had literally moved in with him to take care of him. So when I went, got back home, that's when I had time to like sit and boohoo and everything. And then one night I was listening to Mike Ellis. And that's when my light bulb went off. I've been sharing ever since.
What did Mike Ellis say that turned that light bulb on?
When I think of the sheer volume, that's my favorite thing that he said. When he said, you think of the volume of the people coming in under you, it's I thought about that and it just blew my mind. I was like, wait a minute, is this what my dad got me into? And then I started looking into it. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. So I started sharing ever since.
What kept you from sharing when you first started?
Well, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. Then, when I got into it, I was too shy. I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to talk to people about it. I didn't know what to say. I just know that I was in it.
And how do you think Unpassive has helped you as of today?
Well, it helped me. It got all my children in it. I know their future is going to be set. My partner, it's going to help us down the line. And also, I can do so much other things, because me and my mom, we had plans, we always took care of people and we had unfinished business. So I just want to finish what she started. I want to help people, elderly, children. This is the kind of stuff she did.
Now, when you first heard Mike talking about sheer volume, you knew he wasn't talking about his hair, right?
No. I was like, goodness, I got to get my children in this.
So now I knew, actually we got together because we met in our funny group that we have.
Yes.
And I got to know you pretty good. And I always just say, what did I say, Ray? Cynthia, when you're going to do a live? She's now, Chris, now I can't do one, but this is just as good because I know you've been signing people up, because when Cynthia gets a new Change Live person, she texts me right away. Always texts me, which I love. It makes me feel happy. So what else do you see? What do you see your future like now, Cynthia?
Oh, my future has changed. I'm going to help a lot of people, and I'm going to help my family. my siblings, put an account just for them. So I'm going to help a lot of people.
And what is Cynthia? What is something that you, just you, I already know you got a great heart for helping people. What's something that you've always wanted, Cynthia?
I've always wanted my house, my own house built from the ground up. Want some land. Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
Shipping containers. I want to buy me some land, and I want to build me some shipping a house out of shipping containers. I also want to help the veterans. I want to help veterans and homeless people. Because homelessness is terrible around here.
Yeah.
And whatever I could do.
When you were growing up, Cynthia, what was your childhood like? If you don't mind sharing.
It was kind of fun. My dad, my mother and father always worked. My dad, he sold water ice pretzels and candy apples. He made his own juice for the water ice. He made his own syrup for the candy apples. You know, and we used to line them up on the table, dip it in this big pot, line them up on the table. And you know, I was always with my dad. I was his girl. So I used to do a lot with him.
What is one of your famous, what is one of your most memorable moments with your father?
Before he passed, he was very apologetic for not being able to leave us with anything. You know, he was real worried about us. So
He did a good thing, didn't he?
yeah, he did. He did, and I didn't even realize it. I thanked him because I just was so grateful because I knew I was going to be set some kind of way. I wasn't sure. I didn't know anything about it yet. But my dad said, the man said you're going to be set. So, no.
Did you have a favorite toy when you were a kid, Cynthia?
Favorite toy?
Favorite toy?
Wings. No, not really.
What did you have, a bicycle?
No, not until I got older.
What color was that
Back in my
bike?
time, we had paper dolls. We didn't even have dolls. It was paper dolls and things like that. But we did a lot of family stuff. It was a tight-knit family. You know, we didn't have a lot of money, but tight-knit.
Which sound like you had a pretty good childhood, eh?
I did. We're all close. My siblings, we're all close.
Well, I think your dad left you one heck of a gift. He's seen it. He's seen it without seeing it. He heard it.
He did, and I believe that it was meant to happen because at that moment, you know, he was. It was like, oh, let me hear that. You know, it was like an aha moment for him. And right after he signed me up, it was like, not like gave up, but it was like he got sicker, you know. So I didn't even get a chance to even look back at it. So after he passed, and I moved back home and everything.
Cynthia, with your
Yes.
permission, can I try something new starting with you today? With your, just say yes or no. It'll be very easy, I promise.
Yes.
I
What
would
is that?
like you,
Yes,
anyone
yes.
on the panel, I would like to make you all hosts right now.
Yes.
If you would like to ask Cynthia a question, not personal, but something maybe you always wondered about, Cynthia. If you'd like to ask, raise your hand. Let's see, because I got a million questions. I know you guys got a couple questions in your heads. Anyone want to raise their hand and ask Cynthia a question? It could be about a passive, it could be about her family. Uh-oh, there's one. Diane, bring it on down, Blondie.
Passive. Hey, my love, how tall are you?
Good
I'm
one.
5 1/4.
5 feet, 1/4 inch?
Yes.
You're a teeny weeny.
Good to
Beautiful
know.
things come in small packages.
That's right.
Exactly.
I also have a question for Cynthia as well. I'll let Marcianne go first, actually. Thank you, Marcianne.
Oh, thank you so much. Cynthia, my friend, I'm glad to hear about your story today, and that's so amazing. And I'm glad that you told us a little bit about it. It's really appreciative from you to do that. My question is, the first time you were listening for a video that they make from OnPassive, what really make you to go online and look for that particular video? And is it because you have heard from OnPassive, or you were just going to look for something to make yourself distracted because you were so emotional from your father's sickness?
Yes, I was just looking for something because I was out of work. And I knew once I finished taking care of him, I had to do something. But I just was too injured. So what made me look more into OnPassive, because it was so interesting, and I started meeting people. I met Norella first because I used to have sleepless nights, and I used to get up like around 3 o'clock, and I used to always run into her, and she used to talk to me. But then I met Diane, and then Robin, so they kept me coming to, the webinars and everything. Just meeting people. I was meeting people every day. It was amazing.
Anything else?
Yeah, I wanted to just let Cynthia know that I'm so proud of her, and she's really a great person, and she have to always remember that her father did love them and love her in particular, because signing for her, that was a treasure that he have always wanted to give you. And he knew that by giving it to you, you were going to do everything on your power to do exactly what, if he was alive, he was going to do it for others and for your family. So please keep the flame up. And OnPassive is a great home to be. It's our new family. And we are now like your sibling. And anything you need, I know you always go around and check on people. Remember, I'm going to be one of them. If you need me, call me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcine. Narelle, you want to go after all these hands up?
Yeah, no, I'll go after. So I think we'll bring Pam up, saying ladies first.
Always.
Well, thank you. Cynthia, God, I love you. I want to ask you, what do you attribute to your big heart? Like, where did that stem from? You are such a sweetheart. We love you. Everybody loves you. We can't help it.
I think I get it from my mom and dad. They were very nice people like that.
Well, you're a really nice person too.
Thank you. You are too, Pammy, and I love you too.
Oh, Santa.
Thank you, Pam.
You were going to say something about your mom, though.
What was I going to say?
I don't know. I interrupted you. I'm sorry. I'll shut up and you talk.
Oh, I was going to say my mom, she was very well known. She used to work with Janie Blackwell, for the homeless and all of that. So she was She was very, very nice and very, very well known. People, the girls in other shelters used to beg to come to my mother's places. Because that's how good my mom was.
Very good. All right, let's go to, thank you, Pam. Kevin, the stud with the coolest glasses, man, Rutledge water guy.
I'm stud here. Hey, Cynthia.
Hey, Kevin.
I don't really, well, I have one question, I guess. How do you tell that story and maintain your composure as well as you do? Because that story, I've heard it 2 or 3 times now, and it still tears me up. I figured out how I can get through it though with these sunglasses on.
Wait till you hear the end of it.
I love your dad. I
Thank
do. And I love that story. And you know, I mean, that just, you know, he saw something. He heard it, he saw it, and it just speaks volumes. And I just love that story, and I love the way you tell it. And I wish I could have met your dad, because he sounds like one hell of a guy.
He was.
Love you, girl.
Thank you, Kevin. Love you too.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, well, now I got 2 girls. You know what? I'm gonna let the older man go first, ladies, because he can only hold his hand up for so long it starts wobbling. So Jim, I apologize, ladies. Jim, go ahead, talk, buddy.
Thank you. Well, Cynthia, I just want to say something to you.
James.
I just wanted to say something to you as a father would, because I know this is the first time I ever heard you, and I was thinking, hearing your story there, as a father, thinking about the future, he was thinking about you, because I know as a father, I want to know that you're all looked after I'm gone. And that's one thing I think he was searching for, to make sure that you are going to be okay, because that'd be one of his biggest joys, to know that you're okay. So just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you.
As a father, that's how I'd be feeling, looking after my children.
Well, I'm just gonna start calling you Papa.
A what?
A Papa. Thank James. That was beautiful. I'm messing with you. That was very nice, James. Thanks, man.
You like my hats?
Yeah, I like the cowboy. Keep the cowboy hat. That looks cool. You know me. All right, let's go to Della. Come on out.
Hi, Chris. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, girl.
Okay, I'm using my phone. So I have a question to Cynthia. Hi, I have a question to Cynthia. I am a very emotional person, and I've noticed that you are emotional. I know it from the first time I saw you, Brother Chris. Brother Chris is emotional. The first time that I saw him, and Cynthia. So me, I have my reason why I'm emotional. Can I ask why are you emotional? And
Why am I emotional?
you have a teary eyes all the time. And that's what I've noticed you. And you're very smiling. And at the same time, you have a teary eyes. I see it always. I see it and I see that with Crystal when the first time I saw him. I feel the energy. And what makes you like that?
Well, OnPassive makes me emotional. As far as it's still new, me losing my parents, you know, and I still get emotional about it. I still cry about it. Still, you know, sometimes wake up at night. Sometimes I'll be, you know, in here by myself wanting my mom. But OnPassive gives me a different emotion. it's it's so heartfelt, you know, and to see everybody, and then I know everybody is. I know I'm not no longer alone, and it's sometimes when I hear somebody speaking about something, yes, it makes me emotional. Yeah, it makes me cry because I am a little crybaby, like Kevin. um, yeah, this brings the emotions out of you. This is so. I'm so in it to win it. It got my heart, you know. And that's what makes me so emotional. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for answering my question. The same with me when thinking about Unpassive and looking all of you founders. It makes me happy, and I cannot hold my tears when I talk about it. I have so much in my mind, being grateful, and I feel you that. I feel that with Chris too, and you, being grateful, and that's why you're emotional. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
I
You're
love
welcome.
you. I
Love
love
you
you.
too.
I can't
Love you
wait to
too.
hug you. I can't wait to hug you, Sam. Thank
Yes.
you.
She talks to me all the time.
I love you.
I get the first
Love you
hug though. Sorry. I get the first hug.
Yes, Diane.
Hell no. Now Big Ed's coming in there first for the big hug. Let me tell you. All right. I have thank you, Della.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. I love you.
I love you
Thank
too,
you.
sweetie.
Sorry
right.
to disappoint you all, but it will be Jamaicans first.
The who?
It will be Jamaicans
Be
first.
Jamaicans first.
Jamaicans
Oh,
first.
okay.
It will
All
be
right,
Yardman
Doctor,
first.
you can
It will
have
be the Yardman first, okay?
All right. Hey, I'm gonna call Judy next, but Landy, were you waving your hand that you wanted to talk, Landy? Or are you just saying hi to everybody? You were saying no? Where'd he go?
I think he's just saying hello.
Okay. So Judy Miller, come on down and make Cynthia get teary-eyed or laughing.
Cynthia, I love you so much.
Hi, Judy.
Hi, sweetie, and your story is so good. And I believe with all my heart that God was in your dad's heart, and your dad felt, he knew that he was giving you a huge, huge gift because God told him. So your dad knew what he was doing. Whether you knew it at the time or not, your dad did, because God told him.
Yeah.
So he knew, and he knows now because he's watching. So he sees your happiness and he feels it just like you feel it. And we all know too, because we watch you all the time on Zooms, and we love you. And I loved your story. I was glued to it. I'm so passionate for everybody's stories. I love it. I stayed glued. And I had never heard your story before, so I just loved it. It was so awesome, and I could listen to it 100 times more. I just love you.
It was actually a love story.
Oh, it still is.
Yeah.
Believe
I didn't finish. I didn't finish telling the end. It was my dad would get up and talk to my mom's picture every day. So she passed November 23rd, 2017. So my dad passed November 24th. So she came back and got him to be with her.
Success.
Oh.
And I just, we all, the family, we say it's a love story. She came to get him to be with her.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, Pam and I have those kinds of memories too. And we think about it all the time. Oh, thank you, my sweet.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judy.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. It's Listra. That name. Oh.
Listra.
You're muted. You're muted, Listra.
No, she's not.
Oh, no.
I can't hear you,
Let me
Listra.
see.
Love your background, Chris.
Yeah, Bill Must, my man, made that. Let's see. How come we can't? Marty, are you on here? Why can't I get her to talk? Well, I don't know. This is a good thing. Listra, I'm gonna.
Listra, when you came in, did you press on audio when you joined? You know, like computer or phone audio? Yeah, because
your phone is beeping. We're doing charades. Do the charade thing. Go ahead.
sounds
Maybe
right.
maybe
Bring it there,
unplug and plug in
Bedbug.
again, or do
Yeah.
something.
It's on her end.
Maybe
Let
she
her-
can go out and come back again.
She needs to leave and come back. Yeah.
Yep, Listra, can you hear us?
Yeah.
So get the heck out of here and come on back.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on, Listra. So just sign out and I'll get you, click you right back.
Now,
You're muted now.
Marty, don't start doing that to me. It goofed me up here. Okay.
I would never do that, Chris.
We don't
All
want
right.
to have to retrain him.
Okay, so I have, well, because Robin kept me up so late last night, you're last. Go ahead, Bruce. I want to hear what you got to say.
Hey, Kevin, did you see Chris's mascara start running? Cynthia, you're awesome. You are so awesome. And it's so good to hear your story about why you came here, but about your family. You come from a very affectionate family, I can tell that. And you come from a very caring family. And your mother and father now are two angels watching over you, that's for sure. Yeah. And they're always with you in your heart. I gotta say something about Cynthia. Cynthia was the first person who was always saying hello to me all the time. All the time she was saying hello. I thought she was like somebody brand new because she seemed so so all the time. But it's really nice to see you here. I have a question because I don't really have a question, not really a question, because I know that you're great and I know everybody here will tell you how great you are. But the biggest thing for all of us is probably one of the questions that we all always go through is that, did you come to a point with Unpassive when you were wondering if this was really real?
Did I come to a point to think that this is really real?
Yeah.
Did I feel like? Yes, I did. But man, just staying plugged in and everything, I know it's real. Right. I know it, and I believe in Ash, and I believe in everybody. We all make this thing go around. And it's real.
I gotta also tell you that same video with Mike Ellis that you saw, is one that triggered me. When he said that, it was amazing. It was like, whoa,
it was like it echoed. Sheer volume. It echoed in my head like that. Because I was sitting there crying, thinking about, my mom and dad. And then it was like I had the video playing in front of me. And then when he said that, it was like it echoed in my head. And I just started, looking at it and listening to it. I guess it was like, I'm telling you, the rubber bands in my head was popping and everything. I really believe my dad smacked me upside my head to tell me to stop crying and look what he got for me. Because it was something up.
Your father certainly was a visionary and could see this, and he could see how this could help his daughter. So God bless him and God bless you.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. That was nice. Okay, Miss Never Let Me Go to Sleep, Robin, come on out.
Robin.
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 Elocution lessons are the first thing on the list when we get together.
Oh, I thought she was
I
asleep.
don't know how you get away with some of the things you get away with. Dang,
Because
boy,
he's
just
Chris.
go
It's
straight
because
for
he's
it.
Chris. Yeah.
Bruce, you are so right in how Cynthia would greet everybody and still does. She was the first person to greet me when I started scared, very scared, going on webinars very quietly. Chris never did that, and many others didn't either. Cynthia, I think you are amazing, and I have loved you in your heart and your kindness from the moment we first started talking. So I know that OnPassive has only added to who you are. It has not made you who you are, and your beautiful family and the 3 angels are with you all the time now. And I know how special that is for you. And they know what you are doing for everybody, your family, the grandkids, and everybody in OnPassive. I don't really have a question, but I just would love to know your sense of feeling and being. How would you and what would you say to the Cynthia before OnPassive to continue where she was going and what she was doing to be the Cynthia now with OnPassive? How do you link the two together?
Well, before OnPassive, I was the same way. I was always helpful. I took care of a girl with cerebral palsy for 5 years, and it's just in me because, we had homeless shelters and homes for the elderly. So, and I started at a young age, so I was used to it, and this is always in my heart. And how I feel now, oh, it's a different feeling. I've never felt like this before. I'm so fulfilled with joy, love, and happiness that I've never experienced before. With people from around the world. I'm learning a little bit of languages and just it's just so wonderful, and I feel so good. For a long time, I didn't feel good. Now I feel great.
Nice.
And your heart's going to keep expanding, and I know what you're going to do with those apples. I'm going to let you breathe, and on the other side of that coin, Chris is going to burn his apple tarts first time out of the oven. I'm sure of that. Thanks, everybody. This is an amazing evening again.
Thank you, Robin.
Thanks,
Goodbye,
Robin.
Christopher.
Thanks, Robin. See you at 4 a.m, baby. All right.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
You're confusing me. Are you coming or are you
Nice
going?
meeting you guys.
Chris, breathe, Chris. You're looking a bit green.
What's your name? Delicia? Is that how you say your name?
Yes, Delicia.
That's a pretty name.
Thank you.
Now, when you say good night, are you coming or are you going? Because this confuses me all the time on here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was getting ready to close. That's why I was saying good night.
All right. Good night, Delicia.
It was nice meeting you guys. It's through my friend Maureen. She told me about this passive company. And she said it was a friend that told her, and then she passed it on to me. I live in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Nice.
And she's in Miami right now. So she called me and she was telling me about it. And every time I tried to log on, I was having internet issues.
Okay. Are you a founder?
So tonight is the first time logging on.
Right. Well, normally it's Edmira that runs this. She's out with her husband tonight for his birthday. So she's a lot prettier than me. Let me tell you that.
Oh,
So come on back next Tuesday and you'll see Edmira in action. And thanks for
yeah,
coming.
but it
on.
was nice meeting you as well.
Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you.
Thanks,
Okay.
Alicia.
Cynthia, great job.
Thank you.
Nice
We
meeting
got a
y'all.
new
Have a blessed
sister.
night.
Nice to you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. To the man who's always dressed for success, Dr. Derek, come on down.
Hey, peace and blessings. And Cynthia, no, we're not leaving us yet. So you know, it's not good night. We just started. As to how I understand this one. But anyway, no, we're not leaving yet, Cynthia. Thank you very much, Chris. Really appreciate it. I love your energy. Really appreciate. And of course, Marty with his wisdom in Unpassive. Really appreciate it. Bill Musk with a lot of videos. But Cynthia, I am not a text person. I never used to look in the chat when I just started in June. I just started in June to actually come on webinars and all of that. And Cynthia was the one that let me start looking the chat because Cynthia, you know, greet. And I guess maybe before, you know, she maybe was wondering why I'm not responding. You know, because when I do see it, I think it was maybe the third webinar that I came to. And I said, okay, so people are saying hi to me in the chat here. I didn't know, and Cynthia was the first one that really, you know, greeted me and made me feel welcome. And then Bella and a few others. But it makes me start to actually look in the chat and sometimes even put up the chat window that I can see it. And I thank you very much, Cynthia. I don't really have a question for you. I just want to thank you. Even though you might believe that you are not a person who talks or, come out, you still in your own little way contribute significantly, because we sometimes we look at what we do as minimal or minuscule is the right word. If we are not in this case, if we are not presenting or if we are not answering questions, we feel as if we are belittled or we are less than. But no, because the janitor, if that office is not cleaned, and those persons show up to work the next morning, it would not be good. So every person's contribution is necessary and is very important. It might be overlooked, unfortunately, and that's why I am seeing such a difference with those of us who are in Unpassive thus far, that we acknowledge everyone, and that's so good. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. Acknowledgement is given to everyone, and right now it's your evening, Cynthia, and I also acknowledge all the little things that you do, and to bring a smile even on my face, because I was in the military for 12 years and I never used to smile. I'm getting to smile a little more being in Unpassive and with persons like Cynthia and Chris and James and everyone. I just want to thank you all very much. I want to thank you, Cynthia, and just appreciate life. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Nice, Doctor. Always with style. Style and class. That's what you are, Dr. Derek. Style and class. Okay, who do we got here? All right. I'm gonna go with the, let's see. I know,
It's Jordan.
yeah, but I know, but I like, there's a lady on there, and I know Jordan is a true gentleman when I see him holding a child like that. So I'm gonna let is it Hildegard? Hildegard.
Yeah, hi Chris.
Hello.
Cynthia. Hello, Teresa and Tereska. Finally, I made it to the Caribbean webinar. And I will definitely do my best to come back again. What an awesome family. I'm just blown away by how much smiles and fun and support is going on here. I mind you, I'm not surprised, right? This is what OnPassive and the Go Founders community generally is all about. So I'm in Toronto. I joined a year ago in July 2020. And when my friend, Dr. Piazzonot from Switzerland sent me an email telling me about this opportunity, I had to pick up the phone and call him. I said, listen, where on God's green earth will you find a company that will build an online presence, drives traffic, does all the heavy lifting for you, and the whole thing is supposed to cost how much? Are you kidding me? Like, what have you been smoking, right? And so I said, like a true extraterrestrial, take me to your leader. I want to talk to you. And it was so funny because when I then signed in and I did this deep dive into all the recordings, there was a moment when I just had tears come out of my eyes saying, wow, there is not just goodness in humanity. There are so many geniuses on this planet. And I get an opportunity to hang out with these visionary individuals. And obviously, first time coming onto a Zoom like that, I wasn't quite sure what kind of a crowd I was getting myself into. And I just listened more than I tried to even say anything, you know what I mean? Anyway, long story short, when I joined Teresa and Tereska, were the people in my Tai Chi class. It's actually their Tai Chi class. I was introduced to Tai Chi through them. And I just was so excited that I couldn't be quiet about it. And then as time went on, it is Teresa, the research genius, and said, did you see this? And did you see that? And it's just amazing. I was fortunate enough to meet so many people, build a small team, and I don't think it's to my credit at all. It's really OnPassive, and the people that catch the vision, that have that humanitarian focus, and they want to make a difference. And this is just a tool to do it with. Can I ask a question here regarding founders, or is that it's
Go ahead.
All right, can I?
Go ahead,
Okay.
Hildegard.
Just shut me down if you have to.
Cynthia's going to answer the question.
I was a little disturbed by the notice that I saw in the back office just earlier this evening about what some people seem to be doing. Let me just word it.
Hildegard, if I may, excuse me.
Yeah.
Is this a public forum?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Then we talk about it on our Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Thank you. That's all. Thank you so much for letting me speak and for being there. And I do my best to come again when I can. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hildegard.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Jordan. Come on, Jordan.
Jordan
McCarthy.
You there, Jordan? I think his hand's been up so long he fell asleep.
Or he's got that kid in his hand.
While we're waiting, I just wanted to say thank you, Cynthia. You bring tears to many an eye for those of us who've lost parents, and you spoke about some days you just want to hear their voices, and that is the memory of love in their hearts for you and all of us. I have both of my parents have passed on, and it's been a long time that my dad's been gone, about 21 years, and my mum just gone 8 years. But, you know, just to be able to pick up the phone, I think everybody feels that when they've lost a parent, is just that you want to hear their voice and you want to hear their support, because you could always go to them, you know, in those times. So thank you for sharing your story. You have a beautiful heart and you do share it with everybody. And I remember those late nights for you and and us chatting. I won't go into what we spoke about, but it certainly was a lot of fun. I actually have a question. It's more about, you know, with everything that you spoke about, and everybody can hear your heart and everything like that. But what is it that you want to say to any guests that are here about what do you feel that may be keeping them back, or what words would you share with them to actually say, you know what, this is the place to be?
This is the place to be, and it's a once in a lifetime dream come true. You're never going to find a business like this ever, and it's time is ticking. Soon it won't be no more founder's position. So it's you should get in it now while you can. It's the best decision you'll ever make.
It certainly is that. It is the best decision we all made. And, you know, I think what everybody shares here is a piece of their heart, you know, a piece of their life's journey. And you certainly have shared that today. And I know it resonates with many of us. You know, it really is a beautiful big family. You know, I think when you take away selling and recruiting and all of those things that come with a lot of those other platforms, you find the depth of what's in people, because it's not just, oh, dog eat dog. It's not just I've got to get and I've got to sell and I've got to do this. With Unpassive, we just share. And we share from our hearts, and it doesn't matter whether we do or we don't, you know, have anyone that says, oh, okay, no worries, you know, I'm coming in. And if they do, we bring them in and we treat them as family, because we love that they saw that vision. You know, when you sort of look at that and just say, it's not just about people finding about the opportunity, it's about those who really see the vision. And I think that's what you see here is a group of people who have come together because they saw a vision, because they saw the love that was being shared around. And I know I really appreciate that. And over here in Australia, we're a little bit isolated over here, and it brings us all together. You know, it brings, it really is quite remarkable. So thank you, Cynthia. I know there's a couple of other people here that would want to talk, so I'm going to mute myself. Thank you, Chris.
Rel, you can call, go ahead, Rel, you can call the next people out. I'm clearing my
I'm not
throat.
quite sure whether Jordan's there yet. Jordan, are you there?
Yes, present night. Hello.
Good
There he
evening. Is that your...
Cynthia's got two things going on there. Hold on.
Cynthia? Yeah.
My screen went black.
Hello.
We can still see it. No, we can't.
There's
We can hear you
two
though.
of you. Sorry, Jordan. Cynthia, there's two of you, love. Have you got your computer on and your phone?
Yes, my computer just went black. So
can you perhaps just turn your computer off, come on your phone?
Oh, it just came back on.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'll just come out of there.
Sorry, Jordan. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Cynthia.
Is everyone hearing?
Yep, Jordan, give me 1 second. I apologize. Cynthia, you have two screens on, probably one phone, one computer, but you're sending out a noise Marty makes when he's squealing.
I'm trying to turn it off.
Sounds like you're riding a bike.
A very old squeaky bike.
So Chris, can't you just mute it?
I tried. I don't know, but then
Yeah, no, if it's two devices, then she needs to turn one off or turn one to mute so that we don't hear the double signal, I think. Sorry, Jordan.
Or unplug it.
Or, yeah, as long as you stay on one.
The noise is coming from Jordan, not
It's coming from Jordan, yeah. It only comes on when Jordan unmutes.
Thank you. Thank you, Diane, Marty. Jordan?
Yes, pleasant night.
Yeah, we've got a squealing noise coming from your end, love. So if you want to ask a question, if you have one for Cynthia.
Yes.
Please go ahead. We'll try and hear you.
Okay. Became a founder for 2 weeks now. Yeah, so my question for Cynthia is, how long did it take her to get her first invite?
Thank you, Jordan. Congratulations, by the way, Jordan. Sorry, Cynthia.
How long did it take me to get my first invite?
Yes.
I would say about 4 months. I had to talk my children into getting in it because they wasn't getting it. So my son went on, my oldest son went on and got in it. Then the rest of them followed. But other than my children, it took me about a year because I really, once I got my children and I thought I was good. But then when I started sharing, people started asking me questions, and then I started getting people sign up.
Jordan, does that answer your question?
Okay. Yes, that answered the question. Well, here in Jamaica,
You share the videos, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. And the thing is, everybody's different, Jordan. Like where Cynthia might have been quite shy, she's starting to sort of come out and be more out there, listen to videos, but listening to videos, plugging into your back office, making sure that you're aware of what's happening, in every circumstances, and try and get along to any webinars that you can in different countries, if they suit with your time zone. That's what's really important. And that's how all of us, you connect with somebody that you find, you connect, and then all of a sudden you're part of a group, and then all of a sudden, you've got 100 friends just in OnPassive alone, and any one of us can share with you at any time, our stories or the way that we do things. However, you have to find your own way to be able to speak from your heart, so it really is quite a journey as such. But plug into those videos. I know Marty has a Facebook group called OnPassive Nation. It's a Facebook group, and there are many OnPassive Facebook groups available. Go in there. OnPassive Nation has just people posting or what's coming up, and what's happening. But certainly connect with your sponsor, anybody that you can around them or in your local area and country, but definitely hook into those webinars for sure, and videos. There's some really good ones out there. Mike Ellis, Red Fern, Marty DeGomo. Who else is there, Chris?
There's a whole bunch of people. Everyone you're looking at the screen can teach you something that you got to plug in. Teresa can teach you many things. Cynthia can teach you many things. Every one of us have a different approach, but the main thing is just get out there and talk to people about it. Bring them to a presentation, not necessarily mine because I don't do them, but lots of fun ones, lots of real good ones. And there are some key players that I think, like the Red Ferns, And then, well, Marty doesn't present either, but we can listen to him talk all day because he is a wise Buddha, as we said before. But
Hey, Chris, another thing, first you can kiss my Buddha, but what I really want to say is, if you keep it very simple and plug people into the system, your team will grow. It's not any more complicated than that. Keep it super simple. You say 4 or 5 things about this business is enough to bring people in, and then tie them into the system. Get them plugged into other people. That will grow whether you like it or not. Really, just keep it simple. People want to tell too much, and it's not necessary. It's a business that guarantees your success, forces you to be successful, and does everything for you. Bam. That's it. And then to plug people in to things like this, so they feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. And Cynthia, you're amazing. And remember, your dad's smiling down on you now, because what he wanted for you was to make sure he could leave you something. He left you Unpassive, and he knows now. So be happy. You couldn't have anything any better than that. So he did succeed. He gave you something big.
Yeah.
Marty DeGarmo, folks.
Beautiful.
May I say, this morning I shared my presentation with my cousin, and he told me I did so good he's going to sign up with me. Yes.
He sees your heart, darling. He sees your heart, you know, so and sees what OnPassive is offering. You know, there's really no reason, is there, for people not to have a look. So
right.
All right,
It
Teresa.
makes it so much easier when you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Back in the MLM days, you had to do it, right? Or you couldn't survive. It's so easy to do, because if I'm talking to Bob Smith and he doesn't get in, who cares? He'll be in later anyway. And then, I mean, that's the fun part of it. You don't really have that pressure. Oh, I got to build a team. No, you really don't. The company's going to do it for you. If you so happen to do it, I recommend it, but you don't have to do it. And when you're talking to people with that attitude and know that in your heart, they'll get in, because they have no pressure. In fact, they're going to wonder why you're not being a salesperson. They're going to want to know why you're just chit-chatting. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference. The way you come across is as important as what you say when you do come across. I mean that. I've seen it many, many times. It's not always what you say. You don't have to be an expert. What's an expert? I don't even know what that is. Just know what you're talking about. Say a few things, and just like you're talking about something you love. No big deal. You don't get in there. No hair off my chinny chin chin. Right? Who cares?
No hairs on his chinny chin chin.
I talk to people off screen better than I do on screen.
Yeah.
When I'm talking to people outside, I talk so good about it, they sign up. Yeah. I signed my girlfriend up, a girlfriend of mine up, what, last week? Was it last week, Chris?
Yes, it was last week. Cynthia is slow. Listen, her light bulb keeps getting bigger every day, folks. And you know why? Because she's talking to people about it. So she writes, how she writes in the comment section there is how she talks when she's off camera. I guarantee it.
There's some other advantage she has, Chris. She's from Philly, man. Philly don't play that.
That's right.
They don't play that.
I heard she's also slipping him a free chili cheesesteak too. So
whatever it takes.
That's whatever it takes. All right, let's listen. Teresa's had her hand up so long. Teresa, I apologize, but you know when Marty gets talking, it's hard to stop him. Come on, Teresa.
I love it. I want to say thank you to Cynthia Brown, because I'm not very tech savvy, but when I first started to attend the webinars, actually as soon as I got on board, I started trying to figure out where's Mr. Mafar. and followed him around. And then later on it was Osong, and then Michael got added to that. So I'm following people around.
Right.
But what was wonderful was that my very shy daughter was looking at the chat all the time and reading the chat, and I was trying to figure out where the hell is the chat? Where the hell is it? So I would see it pop up, and I was peeking because I wanted to get as near to the computer as possible to see it, right? And then she would read them out to me. So that was the first time that I began to understand that Zoom had different features, not tech savvy.
I had to learn that too.
Right. But the person who I was noticing the most was Cynthia Brown. She always was in the chat. It was wonderful. And I would say, what did she say today? And my daughter would say, you should figure out how to touch the thing on your computer so you could read all the messages. And it took me a long time to get to that. But thank you, Cynthia, because I felt like somehow you helped me with that one little feature on the Zoom that I now know I can go there. I haven't figured out how to send a message yet, but I'm at least able to go out and read it. Thank you very, very much.
So well.
And it's been wonderful watching you, because when I looked around on the Zoom, I can always see somebody that I recognize. You were that person. I could recognize you each time. And then over time, more people became recognizable. So you got my attention with what you were writing, and then you became recognizable. So thank you for that. I want to say one more thing. Hildegard came on here, and we are on Hildegard's team. She's the one who invited us to OnPassive. And recently, I've been trying to get 2 or 3 people to help me to just send a barrel to St. Vincent, because St. Vincent had the hurricane, and then they had the volcano first, and then they had the hurricane. And Hildegard, with all of her busyness, has managed to find time to run around and talk to people and pick up the things that they're willing to donate so that I can put it in a barrel. And she has also found time to write letters to people in her team so that if they want to contribute, they can. And I do want to appreciate her here on the spot that normally Edmira runs, because Edmira is trying to do everything she can, even out of her own kitchen, to help her neighbors who are struggling. I mean, so many people still in the shelters and all that kind of stuff. And when I heard about the volcano, I couldn't sleep for 3 days. And I'm not a person who has sleep problems. I sleep well all day and all night. but I was so disturbed that I couldn't get out of it. And eventually I had to call up Edmira and figure out how to have a conversation, because I kept thinking, what is that like if one of my children was there in that? Who would help her? I just couldn't. And so I started picking on Edmira because of that. And then I had to swear her to secrecy because I didn't want people to treat her badly because they were jealous, if that makes any sense. But thank you for letting me just say that. Thank you very much.
Thank you for helping us. Teresa, you're just full of surprises today, Every time I see you talk, you amaze me. That's the honest truth. Appreciate that. Okay, well, we got the guy that never talks, but David, when you come on,
David Switzer.
Real quiet. Come on, David.
Oh, hey, that's my nickname. Dave never talks. That's a good nickname. Okay, Chris.
Yeah, I met Cynthia Brown in this crazy group I'm in. So anyhow, yeah, I really enjoy talking to her in the group. And one nice thing about our group, though, if we get down once in a while, we're all there for each other and we pump each other up. Of course, we got to put up with Chris in that group, but that's okay, though. You know, and I guess the question I want to ask you is, when OnPassive launches and you start making a little bit of money in OnPassive, what's your goal going to be to have fun?
Good question, David. She's gonna go dancing with me. She's gonna go dancing with me, David.
I want to spend time with my children because they travel a lot. You know, they do a lot of stuff, but I would like to do things with
Yeah,
them.
but I want you to have fun that you never did before, though. I mean,
I'm excited about buying me a piece of land and having my shipping containers built. That's something that's in my heart that I really, really want to do.
You gonna have Chris build your house for you, or what?
Oh no! Oh no!
Maybe in Trinidad. Maybe in Trinidad, Cynthia.
I would have Bruce build it first.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
Just so you guys know, these shipping containers can be absolutely incredible. I thought when I first heard that, I'm going, what are you talking about, Cynthia? Yeah. Shipping containers, but no, you can have incredible homes made out of shipping containers. Look it up.
Yep. Look up.
Yeah.
And swimming pools too. You can have shipping container swimming pools.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna get Rockman to do that. Lucas Lagoon.
Well, I'm happy for you, Cynthia Brown. I'm really happy for you. And
Thank you, David.
You're a good person. And I know I give Chris a hard time a lot of times, but he gives me a hard time too. So I still love the guy, but he's all right.
Back, David. I love you back.
Chris give everybody a hard time. Thank you, David.
All right, Dave. Thanks, David. And you know what, David, you're a good guy. You know I love you to death.
That's it. David is sweet.
I'll rip on you later in the crazy group, you old fuck. All right. So anyway, let's call. Oh, look at we have. Wait a minute. I had to actually schedule this appointment with Julie to get her on here because she's so. I mean, she's a rock star now. Did a phenomenal job. So Julie, come on out. I hope you're not driving. Oh, she's driving. Oh my God.
She's always driving.
What are you saying,
traffic
Chris?
more than she's driving traffic more than OnPassive.
What are you saying, Chris? Anyway, what a beautiful webinar today, Chris. You're putting together and put Cynthia on the spotlight and asked her about her story. What a beautiful thing to listening into. Thank you so much for doing that. I have a question for Cynthia since I jumped on a little bit late and I don't know if anyone have asked us questions. Well, actually, before I ask the questions, I wanted to say that Cynthia, you have so much love. You are the first one who gave so much support to the Julie and Milo show. Every single time we put something out there, you're the first one that made comment that loved on to the Julie and Milo show. So on behalf of Milo and I really appreciate everything that you are doing and the love that you have for OnPassive. My question to you is, Cynthia, I know that you've gone through a lot of up and down since you've been in OnPassive. What kind of strength that you have, or what do you do to go through all of that up and down, even though some of those are negative stuff that you have to deal with daily in your life and around you and in everywhere? How do you have that strength to be able to go through that? If you could share that with us.
I have, well, I come into my living room, I have a plaque with my mom and dad name on it and all my plants. So when I go through stuff, I come in here with my plants and my mom and dad, and I'm good, and my OnPassive. That's my strength.
Wow. I have watched you going from a shy person who make comments from a person who's out there and sharing and talking about other people. And now it is who you are sitting here and sharing the strength with everyone. I really appreciate you, Cynthia, everything that you are doing to Unpassive, everything that you are sharing with all the friends around. My hat is off to you. I can't take my hat off right now because I'm driving, but truly my hat is off to you for doing everything that you are doing. And thank you so much for your support to the Julie and Milo show as well. I congratulate you.
Thank you, Julie. I appreciate you and everything that you do.
You know what, Cynthia? I will schedule an appointment to actually talk to Julie on the phone next week because her schedule is so busy. We're messing
I
it
know.
because
I
I will give her another shout out. Her and Sherry, oh my God, Sherry Dershowitz, whatever that name is, are really doing awesome on these meet and greets. I wish, is Cedric Flowers on here? Cedric, if you're on, I want you to come out in a couple minutes when we go to Lystra next, because I want you to tell us what's going on. But once again, Julie, great job on your you and Sherry, great job on that show last night. Yeah, you're driving. Lystra, can you talk yet before Julie does? Hurry up.
I don't know.
Hey,
it works now. Yay!
Yeah.
Hi, Lystra.
Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Again,
Good.
I am looking at you. You're not shy. You're over that. You are amazing. I don't know you that well, but from what I've seen on these webinars, it's been amazing. Amazing. Every time I hear you talking or doing anything, you had wonderful parents. Your parents taught you everything that you needed to know. And this is why you are the person you are today. You are blessed to have had parents like that. And you know what? You're still growing. You are going to grow and grow and grow. And as long as you have your parents there, even though they're not here physically, they're there with you.
Yes.
You are blessed. Okay, I don't have any questions. I just wanted to tell you what I think about you. You're an awesome person. You just keep it up because I can see the love. Everybody here loves you. And that must make you feel so wonderful.
Yes.
So wonderful. That's great. You keep it up, honey. Keep it up.
Thank you, Lystra. You know what? Edmira is going to pop on to wave. She's coming on right now. Lystra, I'm glad your mic got going too. So thank you for that beautiful comment. Are you on yet? Edmira.
Edmira.
Hey.
Edmira.
Hey, happy birthday to Mr. Walker.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Everybody. Love you all.
Happy birthday
There's the princess.
Happy birthday, Mr. Walker. Happy birthday to you.
Hooray.
Bye, guys. Love you all.
Yeah, put the speaker on.
You having fun?
Mr. Walker, I don't know why you're out here now, you know, you should be into a little room.
Well, I seen her daughter was with her, or a child. She told me something totally different on the phone this morning. So
She put it out there today.
that's what she told me she was gonna do, but okay.
Early to bed for the baby. I like her. Just came, show her face.
You guys, You guys put my mind in the gutter all the time. You know that?
It was already there, Chris.
Chris.
All right, we've only got 5 minutes or so, I think, Chris.
Yeah, I want to get, first give me one. I want to get Diane in one more time. Then I want Cedric. We'll bring Cedric on real quick after that. All right. Go ahead,
Okay,
Diane.
just a quick little story about Cynthia and plants. We both have a huge love of plants. We're always sending pictures back and forth. And I even had the guy that delivered my fridge go, I've seen a lot of plants before, but nothing like your place. But anyway, Cynthia has this plant, mother of 1,000, and she harvested some seeds and she said she's going to send them to me. And I said, I don't think you can do that. You know, I think it's illegal to send seeds from the US to Canada. Anyway, I was on vacation. I get home and I get this official letter from the government of Canada, from customs about this package and all this. And I'm going, oh crap, I hope I'm not in trouble. Anyway, I phoned them and they called me back. No, you're okay, but they returned the seeds. Hopefully you got them back, Cynthia.
Yeah, I
but,
got them back.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to get them in person. But anyway, she loves her plants. That's so true. Love you, girl.
Love you too,
Thank
Diane.
you. Hey, thank you, Diane. Hey, there's a lady named Elsa Raputi. If anyone wants to read that, she's asking for some assistance. Elsa, I know you're a founder. If I can direct you to another, this one's almost over, another presentation Q&A, either come back next week, same time, or we got some more going on tomorrow. But if anyone knows Elsa, can you guys direct her? If you look in the chat. All right. Okay, the reason I'm calling Cedric out, number one, I'm sure Cedric is gonna have some wonderful things to say about his beautiful sister Cynthia in Philly, but also Cedric's gonna say something else too, which I'm real excited about. So Cedric, come on, man.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, Philly is on the spotlight tonight. I was a little late tonight. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know what was going on with some Cynthia, but I see Philly is hot tonight.
Yeah. Yes.
What's going on? What's happening? It was your birthday?
They got me on. They have me on the spot.
Yeah. What's the special occasion? You know.
No special occasion. I had told my story tonight.
Oh.
And now Chris flipped the script and have people asking me questions.
Oh, it's all good. Philly in the house. You know how Chris do. What you want, Chris? What you wanted me to talk about tonight?
Well, Cedric gave me a phone call today. He was all out of breath. It sounded like he just run up a hill, and he was excited, and he was talking so fast that he hung up on me. He kept talking.
Stop it! Stop it!
That's the truth. So we both thought we hung up on each other. So I tried calling him back, and of course he's trying to call me back. Finally, I realized, man, I'm just gonna not call him. He'll call me. He called me and he told me some pretty interesting news, which I would love for him to share out right now. Go ahead, Cedric.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. Yeah.
Oh, he's pregnant. That's it. Cedric's pregnant. That's what it is.
Yeah. With OnPassive, it'll be coming out pretty soon.
Okay.
Better believe that. If I'm having it, it's coming out sooner than expected. Yes, a high school buddy of mine, good friend of mine. He is fellow founder. He has a business that he took over for his brother. His brother was passed a couple of years ago. He was a great NBA basketball player, and unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years ago. And right now, he's in honor of his brother. He took over the business for him, and he joined OnPassive in April of this year. So he has a annual cookout. This will be the second annual cookout this year, in honor of his brother. And we trying to no, we ain't trying. We're gonna have a section that day just for OnPassive. We had a cookout, and then we're gonna have a section just for OnPassive. So we're getting a lot of got banners and everything. I'm gonna do a presentation, and I asked Chris if he can do if he can speak, and maybe Marty. Hopefully we can get the CEO and Mike Williams and some other LC leaders, and some of y'all, can speak if you want, because we trying to get that we can get that corporate Zoom, Chris, you think?
Yeah,
Or-
I talked to Marty about it a little bit. I don't know if he's still on here. He said it shouldn't be a problem. And Cedric, if I can get 36 leadership council to go to Bangladesh with me, I'm sure we could take care of you too.
Yeah, we get everybody, because that's supposed to be a big night, because my buddy, hey, he get a lot of followers on Facebook. He planning on signing up a lot of people, because he know a lot of people, and he was a basketball star in his own right. So
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Let's make it a big night.
There you go.
Yeah, well, we making it one.
Sure, brother.
We trying to make, well, we gonna make it one anyway, because it's from noon to 8. But like I said to Chris, I hope we can get Ash and Mike Williams or Mike Ellis, any of them, any of the LC leaders, and they can talk between, they don't have to stay they ain't gonna stay the whole time unless they want to. But I figure from like 12 to 4, between 12 and 4, they can speak and whatever. And then any of the founders want to speak, we'll have it all set up just like we had in Maryland, the Zoom setup,
Well, if you're gonna have a cookout, I shall be there.
Yeah, it's on Sunday, September 12th.
September 12th, 12 o'clock.
Start at 12.
I'm going to do everything I can, Cedric, to help you out with that. I know Julie would also like to talk to you. She has some things that can help you out. And we'll make a really good thing of it, man. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Philly, representing Philly in the house. I know. Did you even bother telling Cynthia? Did he tell you, Cynthia?
No, where is it?
No, I did tell. Well, I posted stuff on I tagged you on it, but I ain't really talked to you about it. Yeah, it's gonna be a 52nd in Lancaster.
Like right around the corner from me.
That's around the corner from you?
Yeah, I live at 56 in Lebanon.
Oh, well, you right there.
Yay! Hey, there's the Garmo.
You can come down. You can come and speak right there live. We're gonna have a mic.
Like a 5-minute walk.
Can't speak.
Cedric, you don't have to, but if you right.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
She got to wear really high heels, Cedric. I found out tonight she's real short, so.
Oh, well, get those high heels Judy had on. The Judy be trying to get 7 feet tall.
I can't wear no heels. I walk with a cane.
Well, that day's gonna be relaxing. You wear your sneaks or whatever, but then later on they're gonna have a party afterwards and all that. But that's for later on. But the thing is for from noon to 8. But for the speakers and everything, what we're gonna do for the OnPassive, that's gonna be like go 4 hours. We ain't 12 to 5, like that. And I'll probably have all the speakers talk between that times.
Well, Marty DeGarmo's on here. I'm sure you can I bet she's looking at the schedule right now. Marty, can you see if that Zoom is open?
Gotta give Marty his feet. He my boy.
Yeah, it's open. We'll get it. We'll get a lot of people there, Cedric.
I appreciate it.
We'll blow it up, man.
Cedric, can you put the address? I'm gonna get my friend to come. She lives up there.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I got it all on my timeline, but I'll send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no
She
problem.
lives in Harrisburg. How far is that from Harrisburg?
What's the date again, Cedric?
September 12th.
On a Sunday?
Yeah, you'll be there, Marty. You'll be there, Marty. You
Yeah.
just moved down the road from him.
Had nothing to do with the date. He set that date off. That's the date he set. But he wanted to.
Marty will probably be there.
What's that?
Marty will probably be there. New Jersey's not far from your place.
Yeah, we do the Zoom. We get on and say a few words. Get that boom going.
Hey, Cedric, post it on OW.
I'm sorry.
Post it on OW. On O winner, post it there.
OW.
That's what I wanted to know.
Want to know what OW is in front of your name?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, Marcy.
yeah, post it. Yeah, it's Marcy.
Yeah, you already know. Oh, winners. We all winners.
Oh,
winner.
Yeah, I knew that. I figured that's what you was asking. I said, you already know what it is. Yeah, oh, winners. Yeah, my Cameroon buddies, you know.
Cedric, was that midday that was on for you guys?
Yes. 12 noon.
Yeah,
Is
12
that-
noon, 12 noon, September 12th. Yes.
Is that like also be shown on Zoom like Julie does?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We get the well, we already got it, but Chris, you said we probably the corporate.
Yeah, Marty said it's open. Marty said it's open.
Oh, well then, okay, that's just double coverage because we already had the Zoom and the Wi-Fi set up, but we wasn't sure. But if you say the corporate is better, that's okay.
Well, right now it's not open, but I'll work on getting it open.
Okay.
We have time.
That'll work too.
Got it. Marty, who's got it on that Sunday?
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Spanish.
What
What time is that? 2 o'clock for the Spanish?
3:30 to 5:30.
Chris, I'll be right back.
Right in the middle.
All right. Go ahead, Cynthia. I got you. So Cedric, did you hear that? Unless
What's
you want to move your, why don't you see if you can move that time up to like 10 o'clock? Spanish got that corporate at, what do you say, 3:30? 3 o'clock?
Move what? That time on that day?
On your day, if you can move it up a couple hours.
I don't know if I can do that. I talked to my buddy because that was his time. He set the date and time. That was his thing, you know, because he had his every year. So I'll talk to him and see if he can do that.
Even 11 o'clock, if you had it from 11 to 12, 1, 2, what time did you say, Marty? 3?
Yeah, but if we had people Zoom wise, 12 to 3 hours you could have, because they don't come on until 3:30.
Right.
Well, I might be able to get them to cancel, so you can have the whole day if you want.
Well, I mean, don't mess your plans up because we gonna be there. We can be there 11 or whatever, because we gonna be. It starts at 12 anyway, so we'll be there from 12 to 8. So.
Yeah, but are you going to Zoom the whole thing, or are you just zooming part of it? Like you zoom in the part where you give the presentation and stuff like that, right?
We can Zoom the whole thing, but we wanted to Zoom at least the OnPassive.
All right, what part of the time are you doing that? Do you know yet? Do you know when you're going to be doing the Unpassive part of it?
We didn't nail it.
You don't have to know now. Find out, and I just want to let you know that 12 noon to 3 o'clock on that Sunday is open.
And I think that's what we're gonna do. Is from 12 to we'll have the OnPassive session from 12 to 3 or 12 to 4.
Right. And then after that, do your party or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, we was gonna plan it. You planning that those times anyway.
Okay, just let me know for sure. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Because Cedric, after that, you can always connect to another Zoom if you want to continue on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You do the corporate Zoom for so long, and then if the Spanish have to do their webinar, you guys can hook up another Zoom and just we'll blast the links out. We'll go from there.
Oh, but I still might be able to get Alberto to cancel for that day, and then Cedric has all day.
Ooh, it's gonna be fun. I might fly down there, Cedric. It's only an hour flight.
Yeah, that we got all day because my buddy he ready to blow this thing up, man. He down.
I heard him. If you'd have heard his buddy in the background saying, "You tell Chris it's gonna be a party. We're gonna be the biggest party," he was saying.
He down for it all. He ready to blow this up because we've been working on this thing for a while. So I know he's down for it. So this is big. This is big for him, man. So
That's what's up.
he work with it. But like I said, the OnPassive is going to be from like between 12 to 4. I know that for sure. I can tell you that now, Marty. From 12 to 4.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
How many people are you expecting there, Cedric?
Oh my goodness, Bill. We gonna have it's gonna be standing room only.
500? 1,000?
I don't know. What
Oh, don't put pressure on the guy, for God's sake.
No.
Duke was talking about putting pressure on him.
I'm just telling you, man. We'll have it's gonna be loaded because he had this every. Well, this will be the second one, but since OnPassive, he's a founder too, so he know a lot of people. So he gonna. I can't put a number on it, but it's gonna be a lot.
Good for you.
Huh?
I said, that's good for you.
Yep.
Yeah, for all of us, you know.
So guys, keep it on your calendar for September 12th. As Cedric gets more information, we will get it out to you. I think it's going to be a really good time. Also, I think tomorrow, Pam Turner, she's on her phone, but I think she's having a small get together with some of her friends. Pammy, can you hear me? Look at, hello, Pam. Yo, baby, get off the phone. Pam. Pam. All right, we'll get back to her. All right, Cedric, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you.
We'll
Yeah.
get that going. We'll get you a lot of people there, man, and we'll blow that sucker up. All right, it's 11 minutes after 10, I think, that I could see from a distance. Edmira normally does the after party here. The good thing is Australia took a 2-week vacation, so I don't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Team Australia, that is. Yvonne and I are still hovering around.
Yeah, no, the Team Australia one, but Norel and Yvonne are still kicking it. Norel, when's your next show, Norel?
Tomorrow night, Thursday night. What's today, Wednesday? Yes.
No, it's our Tuesday. I think it's your Wednesday.
Yeah, we're already on Wednesday. Our next one is Thursday evening it would be 5 a.m. your time.
There's no Australian webinar today, Narelle?
Thursday?
No, they're cancelled. They're on 2-week break. Okay.
Okay.
So they did put it up in their team, but they should have passed it on to you perhaps. But yeah, no, the 2-week break, I think, back on the 15th of September. So yeah.
Okay. I generally what I do, I check on the OnPassive group Australia on Facebook.
But they did put up a thing there yesterday, a post just to say that they're on a 2-week break. So
okay.
Yeah.
Good.
No worries. But yeah,
but I still have 9 or 10 webinars today to post. You do your webinar tonight, Chris?
Yep.
Tomorrow night.
You have Julie Milo 6:30.
Yeah.
And you after 8:30, and then you have what else? I think that's it. There's something else in the afternoon. I can't remember.
Yeah.
How about Red? Red's got to have a webinar tomorrow.
Oh, Red. Thank you, David.
Yeah.
Red's at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Red at 2 o'clock. You have Croatian webinar.
Yes.
French webinar. I think on Wednesdays it is generally 10 presentation in 10 different, not in 10 different language, but in 6 or 7 different languages.
Yeah, I think there's a German. I don't know if Angie's doing it at 11 o'clock tomorrow Eastern time.
No, Angie is not doing it anymore. There is only
Renata
founders only webinar in German. The only presentation that they are doing right now is on Monday, on Sundays. Switzerland, Germany, German speaking is on Saturday, and one is on Friday.
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
I will. I'm working on a PDF. I will send it to you all because now that I'm doing the the channel on Telegram since 6 months. I know approximately. I know which day what we have regularly. So I will send it to you after.
Hey, we appreciate all you do, Cherry. You guys don't know Cherry don't, you know, he'll admit, he won't admit it, but he don't sleep. He works around the clock, literally doing a lot of things, showing up everywhere. So we appreciate you, Cherry. Honestly, big hug from this guy right here, man.
Yeah, I love to have more people. I see on Kevin Facebook, it's nearly 4,000 people who are on the upcoming webinars schedule, but not much more. And on Telegram, it's only 1,500. And as I said to Marty, I think it would be interesting to send some traffic there, because if you send some people, they can look. For example, tonight we had some invitees that were not able to join before because of the time, because of the weather, because of the connection. You don't know what could happen. So yesterday on the Philippines webinar, we were only 7, and last week we were 70. So it's, we don't know.
That's a tough one, that Philippine there. Any kind of weather usually throws their internet off pretty good to all the people in there, doesn't it?
Yeah, look what the guy from Myanmar said yesterday. This is, and this is not only in Myanmar, because I have heard it in Africa, in some country like Mali, Niger. Some countries are restricted. You know, they have the internet only maybe 1 hour or 1 hour and a half a day. So it's very difficult to connect with these people because of the politics, the governing bodies, the corrupt politicals that shut down the internet.
That was very interesting to hear that. 54 million people, and they get an hour and a half internet a day. I thought that was pretty. When I heard that,
it's crazy.
It tells you how lucky you think. You know, you think you got it bad. Think about that. You can't even get internet access. Think of all the kids that could be learning over there.
And you didn't knew. I think you didn't saw it yet in US, but on the news in France today, they spoke about the Chinese governing bodies who. They closed, yes, they want to close the internet for the academy, for example. They don't want that the kids in China
to do live